So I don't mind it, big dog.
You don't mind it?
I don't, because if I text Marcellus Wiley, if I text you, big bro, and you don't text me back, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call you.
That's it?
That's it. I'm gonna call you.
You ain't thinking between that call, like, why he ain't hit me back?
I text him, and he hit me baak, so I'm gonna call him. You don't pick up. I'm gonna FaceTime you, big dog.
You do.
I'm gonna FaceTime you.
Stop doing it, too.
I'm gonna FaceTime you.
I'm with the
if
wife.
you don't do that, you know what you're gonna hear? Hey, Sal. Hey, open up.
You know what you're gonna hear? What you want? What you need?
That's what's going to happen, because I'm going to keep raising my aggression until I get your attention.
That's real.
That's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to text you, then I'm going to call you, then I'm going to FaceTime you. Eventually, you're going to hear the knock on your door. Open up! And Marie, I know you there. Because I'm going to keep raising my aggression until I get your attention. That's what's happening in Seattle, big dog. Pete Carroll, can I get some help? Can I get either some offensive line? Can you solidify that? Wow. Some defensive help. We went from first in the league 2 consecutive years. Then we dropped to third. Then we looked up. We were 16th and we were 22nd. What's Pete Carroll? Can I get some help, big dog? Oh, no. Hey, John Snyder, general manager. Can I get some? Oh, no. A word? Bet. Okay. Hey, America. My offensive line is sorry. I'm tired of getting hit. Hey, America. I need some help defensive. Hey, America. I want a little more decision-making in my offensive coordinator, because what starts as a whisper will turn into a yell if ignored. And I can't be mad if they start yelling if I whisper your name. Big dog, if you grow up in an African house, you're going to hear some yelling. I'm going to take y'all back.
Let me hear this.
You're going to hear some yelling. Because at first, if my dad is calling for me, my Nigerian name is Chinedu. Y'all know this. Don't tell the story.
Say it again. What?
Chinedu. Chinedu. We'll work on it after the show. That
sounds like a basketball game. Say it again. Chinedu.
So if my dad is calling me from downstairs, I'm upstairs on the video game, be like, Chinedu. I don't hear nothing. Chinedu. I don't hear nothing. Next you hear, Nedu. That's why you don't hear the whole house just furniture moving. And it's like, because what started at a whisper will turn into a yell if it doesn't get your attention. Russell Wilson was whispering. It didn't get Pete Carroll's attention. He began using his indoor voice. It didn't get John Snyder's attention. Now he's yelling because everybody about to hear what Russell Wilson has to say.
Chinedu, Chinedu, Chinedu. You should have told me that. Chinedu, Chinedu, Chinedu. My mama used to say, boy, and I mean, that meant for everybody in the neighborhood, including you, first with you. Damn, we need to go back to those days. Child Protection Services messed it up. All right, here we go. I got a problem with Russell Wilson. I got a problem how he's handling his frustration. As you said in the beginning of the show, 3 fingers are pointing back at Russell Wilson every time he tries to point the blame on something or someone else. And then 1 finger is pointing out at what he's actually trying to intend and target. And then 1's up. This is how it goes. That's for the universe. Like, hey, man, that's just how life goes. This is for, Pete Carroll is to blame a little. But damn, who's to blame the most? You, Russell Wilson. How dare you try to shoot at Pete Carroll when Pete Carroll like, man, I'm the one that started this gangsters. And this is the thanks I get? Woo, hello. Pete's philosophy is let's always compete. Pete's philosophy got them into the Super Bowl, and they won. Pete's philosophy got them into the Super Bowl the next year, and they lost. And you know why they lost? Because Pete went away from his philosophy and didn't run the ball. Said, because Russell Wilson, because I love you so much, you little third-round cutie. I know you're going to be great one day. I'm going to take care of you. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw you to the wolves right now. You ready? Yeah. You remember how Simba roared the first time? Wow. And he was like, yeah. And he threw him to the wolves on the goal line, and Russell threw the ball to the other team. And then Pete Carroll said, Then next thing you know, Pete Carroll's chilling. He like, we're going to just slowly go back to Pete Carroll's philosophy. Run the football, play strong defense, and then we're going to explode on offense. Not always let Russ cook. Then Pete Carroll just sitting there in his office doing game plans, and all of a sudden, let Russ cook. And he lets him cook. And that was the only year Russell Wilson and the Seahawks did not make the playoffs. He was reminded again, do it the Pete Carroll way. And then this year, all of a sudden again, my boy Brian Schottenheimer and them cooking up something different. And no, we finally got the recipe down. Let Russ cook. And they started off on fire, 5-0. Started off on fire first 8 games. Then all of a sudden you started to see, somebody ain't paid the gas bill. Damn, stove's going off. Damn. Let Russ cook. What's that smell? Russell Wilson. Immediately following the postseason, if you want to call this a performance, dude threw for 40% and In the playoff game, he threw for 40%, and the first thing he wants to do is talk about others. Oh, I remind you that the pressure percentage against this same team was the second highest when they won the Super Bowl and the highest when they could have won the second Super Bowl, but Russell Wilson threw the pick. And this year, it was seventh, actually better than it was any of the times they won Super Bowls. I hate blame game, and I hate when somebody gets caught up. And right now, this hurts a little to say, but Russell Wilson is caught up.
But Sal, he's built enough capital in the organization to make this ask. Let me tell you what I mean.
How?
Sal, a year ago this time, people didn't used to ask me for nothing. My phone was dry. Wasn't nobody hitting your boy up. Hey, nobody needed anything. It was fine. I preferred it that way. But all of a sudden, you start to get to connecting with some powerful players. You release a book. You get a little bit more of a following. Now, everybody asking me for stuff. And they asking me for freebies. And you know what's crazy? When I can, I do it. I do a lot of favors if I can. But I'm keeping track of the favors I'm doing because I'm building up capital. And y'all best believe I'm going to come back and I'm going to ask for them favors because them freebies ain't free. Russell Wilson, Marcellus, his second season in the league. He built up capital, won the Seahawks a Super Bowl. Then the Seahawks had a bottom half defense in the National Football League, but he still kept them afloat, leading them to 11, 10 wins, making the playoffs. Built up capital. This year, 26 total defense, still made the playoffs. He's built up, Sal, enough capital, whereas now he's cashing in. A bunch of people owe him. John Snyder, building up a roster with deficiencies on defense after letting Earl Thomas walk, after letting Cam Chancellor had to retire due to injury, but after letting different people, Richard Sherman, make moves. So Russell Wilson's built up enough capital to now say, wait a second, y'all owe me this. And if y'all don't want to give it to me, I'm going to voice my opinion to let everybody know y'all owe me this.
Man, they already took care of you. They owe you jack, Russell Wilson. They gave you the highest contract in NFL history at the time, $35 million, and they still owe you? God, this generation different. Y'all greedy as hell. And especially when, man, what did Snoop say? Everybody got their cups, but they ain't chipped in. He showed up to the Super Bowl. He didn't chip in on that Super Bowl like, Marshawn Lynch, the Legion of Boom. Like, they are the ones that were the engines behind that Super Bowl, right? The next year, Russell Wilson wasn't even as good as he was the year that they won the Super Bowl. But still, he had his cup, wanting to chip in. All right. 26-9, Russell Wilson was the Super Bowl winning year. 20-7 touchdown interceptions the year he threw the interception, and they lost the Super Bowl. This year, 40 touchdowns and 13 interceptions. Some would say greater numbers, but not greater results. So what's your cup doing there, still out after we gave you the highest paid contract, which comes with a consequence of other parts around you, other resources being depleted. Russell Wilson, dog, I'm telling you what my coach, Mike Boyle, said, world-renowned coach, too. Don't show up to practice on the red carpet. Russell Wilson going Hollywood right before our eyes, and we are watching it happen. More focused on his Q rating than his QB rating. Hey, bruh, I'm sorry to say this about you, Russell Wilson, but until you realize that you are a principal part of all of the issues around you, including the offensive line. The greatest offensive lineman ever is a decisive quarterback. Russell Wilson, you back there running around in circles and then blaming the O-line for not protecting you? Maybe they can't protect somebody who can't protect themselves.
I respect this, Sal. I'm not mad, and everything you said was right, fair, and accurate.
Okay.
But I'll provide just one more perspective, which is the perspective of Russell Wilson knows how the game is played. Been in the league going on 10 years, won a Super Bowl, had some high highs, had some minor lows. Walter Payton, man of the year. So Russell Wilson understands, hey, the Seahawks will get rid of me as well. Again, I'll take y'all back if y'all missed it. 2017, Seahawks missed the playoffs. All of a sudden, they're wondering, should we trade Russell Wilson to the Cleveland Browns for that number 1 overall pick that the Browns end up using on Baker Mayfield? Russell Wilson knows these lyrics, which I love and I live by. I've said this before. All I've ever learned from love is how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. The Seahawks outdrew Russell Wilson in 2017. Oh, maybe we should trade him. Okay. Russell Wilson's like, did they just pull out? Did they just? He felt like you in Compton. Did they just pull out? So he's now trying to shoot the Seahawks because the Seahawks already outdrew him, Sal, and I can't fault my guy for that one.